watching, nerds all over the internet, Happy New Year's! It is Thursday night, January 4th, and we're here to kick things off with an exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind!
Yahoo!
That's right, folks, 2024 has arrived, and things are looking very exciting here in the world of professional wrestling. And guiding you in this journey is your host. I'm Jose Casabona. I'm the host of this show, and I'm also the host, the founder, the content manager, and executive producer of this channel of the Ravens Flock. And and on behalf of everyone, we appreciate all of you tuning in right now. You guys are great. And joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my tech partner for Wrestle Wrewind, the man who puts in the man hours behind all the videos that we produce on this channel every single week.
Well, get on with it already.
Shit, I forgot. I gotta do my laundry.
Okay, I'm shutting the show.
Mr. Waterhouse!
Hey, you freaking doofus. Thank you for that introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the Mr. What is wrong with you? Leave the old gag behind. It is time for the new gags. What the hell, Starscream?
I can't help it. Besides, I like getting a loud pop when I introduce you. All right. And much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on both youtube.com/theravensflock and kick.com/theravensflock. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable all the notifications. Leave your questions and comments below, and we will answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, whether it's YouTube or Kick, you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you've stepped up and you've helped fight the noble fight to help liberate the Ravens Flock from our shackles of late-stage capitalism and become full-time YouTubers for you. We appreciate you guys stepping up, and we appreciate you guys getting this, stepping forward and continuing to support us. You also get access to members first and members-only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you also get access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your feedback, your ideas on how to better shape the future of this channel. Saying hello to Kurisi Rando-sama, Project Metal Music, Lisa Boo, Nikki Bella, and Jen Pearson are all in the chat. Hey, up there, folks.
Yay!
Why don't you tell everyone who's here exactly what is that we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
On Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, and total non-stop action wrestling show, Impact.
TNA Impact.
Yeah.
The rebrand, the rebirth of TNA Impact is complete. Complete with... They don't have any episodes out this week, so we don't have anything from them.
Actually, keep that up, because I actually do want to briefly talk about it.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, actually, just a little bit. Just full disclosure, yes, that is true. It looks like TNA is holding off on any programs until after their first pay-per-view event, which is which is TNA Wrestling's Hard to Kill. It'll be on Saturday, January 13th, and then after that's wrapped up, that's when they're going to start airing their TNA shows every Thursday night. So, for this week and next week, our reviews are going to be a little bit shorter, but don't worry, you're still going to get your fill of all the fun and laughs out of this.
I appreciate that. Also, let's see here. Hilltown Property Care subscribed Linda and Adam. Okay, sweet. Linda and Adam. Also, well, thank you guys for subscribing on this channel. Thank you guys for joining us on Wrestle Rewind. We appreciate your face.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. So, to paint the picture of the landscape, we are now, in WWE land, we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. The WWE's Royal Rumble is at the end of the month on January 27th. AEW has just wrapped up their final pay-per-view event, Worlds End, on December 30th of last year. More on that in a bit.
What's fun is that the Royal Rumble is actually going to be across the bay from us over here in St. Petersburg at Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Bay Rays, and home of the We're Still Too Broke to Even Go Across the Bay to Go See It Live.
I know. Contain your woes, Wancho.
Whoa!
Anyways, but in the world of NXT, things are also firing up. They've just wrapped up their first TV special of the year, and they're on their road to their first pay-per-view event, NXT Vengeance Day, which will be on Sunday, February 4th.
Isn't that wild? Why would they name it like that? That's so weird.
I don't know, man. Vengeance Day, Valentine's Day, I guess it's a thing now.
I guess. I don't know. That's a thing, I guess. I don't know.
But let's go ahead and start things off by discussing this year's NXT New Year's Evil. Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, here we go, folks. Let's do this.
Okay.
As Juan pulls up the graphic here, the first opening match that we're going to discuss is a championship match to kick things off.
That's the right way to start the show. Get people going with high stakes action in the squared circle. So, which championship match is this? Pray tell, Jose.
This one-on-one match is for the NXT Women's Championship as the number one contender Blair Davenport challenges against the defending champion Lyra Valkyria.
Okay, one minor thing. Also, I think I see Matthew Coburn over here. Hey up, Matthew Coburn. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. One minor thing. Why did they pick this picture of Blair Davenport here on the right? It makes her eyes look like they're burnt away, so she's got like Queen Sindel from Mortal Kombat look.
I know, it looks creepy, don't it?
Yeah, I know she's got the ice blue eyes, which is obviously badass, but it kind of looks a little pixelated-y-ish. Am I wrong here, folks? Help me out.
I don't know. I downloaded straight from WWE.com in high definition.
Okay, if that's high definition, I'm over here. If I blow it up, then yeah, you can clearly see the definition of her eyes, which actually doesn't help much because they still look ice white and terrifying. Yay?
Yay, I guess.
Yay, I guess. Well, I guess that goes to show you who's the bad guy here, guys.
Exactly. Now, the story of this match is that Blair Davenport won this opportunity by winning last year's Iron Survivor Challenge at NXT Deadline, earning a chance to challenge Lyra Valkyria for the NXT Women's title. Now, what Juan and I saw, the opening match was 10 minutes of pure awesome women's wrestling.
More like 9 minutes and 20 seconds for me, and the last 40 seconds had one big
we'll get to that.
Yeah,
but
please let's get to
that. Yeah, no. Later. First couple of minutes starts off with Lyra Valkyria and Blair Davenport measuring each other up in the middle of the ring, countering each other, one reversal after the other. And Lyra Valkyria looks like she had the upper momentum going into the match. And then before we get to commercial break, freaking Blair Davenport cuts off the champion right in the legs and takes control.
Ow. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Lyra Valkyria, she's got more of a technical wrestling background to her, and obviously getting rid of anyone's vertical base is key. So, of course, trying to attack her in the legs is crucial when you're facing an opponent like that.
Exactly.
Remember that, folks. Attacking the champion in the legs. Remember that. It is important. It's called foreshadowing, kids.
And then when we got back from commercial break, Blair Davenport slowed the pace down by working the ground game on Lyra Valkyria, trying to keep her down with her submission holds. Lyra was able to mount a comeback, hitting a combination of strikes against the top Gaijin.
I remember that. It was like she was throwing backhands, backhand smacks against the jaw. She was going for a front forward palm thrust. It right into her sternum. She was actually trying to freaking strike and knock the wind out of her.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I love to see that. It's a really cool blitz that she does.
It's nice.
It is nice. Then tries to knock down Blair Davenport with a German suplex, but wasn't able to get the win just yet. And then Lyra Valkyria goes over to the top rope, and as she's about to hit her top rope body splash, Blair Davenport gets out of the way and takes control once again. And now we get to the spot where Juan cringed at. We go over to ringside as both women continue to brawl it out until they reach the announce table.
Now, this is something that you guys have to, I can only describe it so well, which is why in a very rare move on our end, I'm pulling up footage from the match in order to show folks exactly what I mean. Listen, the distance between the left side of the announce table and the rounded edge of the barricade where you have the audience barricaded away from the ringside. It's maybe, I don't know, maybe 4 feet of space between. Even like it's, and so it made for a very awkward moment where Blair Davenport tried to pick up Lyra Valkyria from the head and like throw her against the side of the table, but it. Okay, there's only so much I can do.
Just go ahead and show the clip.
Okay,
Wander. Save yourself the trouble.
Yeah, please. I'm going to save myself the trouble. And for anyone who wants to see the actual clip of Lyra Valkyria versus Blair Davenport, here is that said clip for your viewing pleasure on your own time, on your own dime, courtesy of World Wrestling Entertainment themselves.
You could just call them WWE.
Whatever!
Okay.
I'll call them mud for all I care.
Hey, man. Triple H is giving us really good mud, but let's go ahead and play it.
Yes, he's giving us really good mud. Okay, so there's Blair. So there's Lyra Valkyria. She just got whipped over to the outside. Now, take a look very closely. You know what? I'm even going to slow this down. Playback speed, half speed.
That works. All right.
Now, look at Lyra Valkyria's back.
All right.
Look what it doesn't do.
Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, no. And they went with it.
Okay.
Ugh.
Now, the idea... Whoop. No, we're not... The show's not over. Sorry about
The show's not over.
The idea is that that Blair was supposed to grab Lyra and throw her across, with force and like, try to freaking stuff her down. But she didn't even make contact with the actual table.
Unfortunately, no. She kind of just placed her there generously.
Gingerly.
But what wasn't so gingerly was what came afterwards.
Now,
Davenport sets her up for a knee smash, but collides with the side of the table instead. And check out the champ. She dodged one hell of a bullet.
Okay, that was an ow, but take a look at the actual side of the announce table here. She threw her knee straight into the damn thing. Ow.
Damn.
Remember that foreshadowing I told you about, kids?
Wasn't that awesome that Juan mentioned that foreshadowing?
It's almost as if we were trying to help set up the foreshadowing.
So with
foreshadowing!
With that said, Lyra Valkyria regained control of the match. She hits her spinning roundhouse kick before putting away Blair Davenport with the cradle shock to pin and retain. You're a winner, and still the NXT Women's Champion, Lyra Valkyria.
It was well done, and to be perfectly fair, what's-her-face, Blair Davenport was continuing to try to keep the momentum that she had. Anytime she would try to hoist Valkyria over her shoulders...
It wouldn't do her any good.
Yeah, it wouldn't do her any good. Her leg buckled, she dropped down. She tried to go for a top rope dive, but she landed straight on her knees like a douche, and it sucked, and it hurt, and I feel horrible for her knees. Ow, shit.
Ow.
Matthew Coburn's right. It was still better than Zack Snyder's work, though.
Yo, I mean, there's a lot of wrestlers with bad knees, man. I mean, freaking Rey Mysterio's telling you to be smart.
Right? And, let's not lie. Rey Mysterio didn't do very smart things in his career. He did amazing things. He did incredible things, but if we're looking at, longevity of cartilage, probably not.
Yeah, exactly. But the celebration was cut short because shortly right after the title match, out comes Lola Vice. She is the winner of the Women's Breakout Tournament from 2022. She tried to cash in her championship opportunity, her title shot, but she was stopped. She was stopped at ringside by Tatum Paxley, the girl in the red and black striped Freddy Krueger shirt.
What the fuck?
Yep, there's a storyline that Tatum Paxley is this obsessive stalker, fan, secret admirer, whatever you want to call it, of Lyra Valkyria, and she'll do everything she can to keep her and the championship safe.
To keep Valkyria and the championship safe. So
the girl that's getting her ass beat on the ground,
that's
Lola Vice. The girl doing the pounding, that's Tatum, and the girl running in for the save, that's Elektra Lopez.
What's Elektra Lopez doing in the middle of all this?
Elektra Lopez has been mentoring Lola Vice for some time.
Hell of a mentor. Oh, by the way, watch out. You might get your ass kicked by a Freddy Krueger cosplayer.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. You know what? Oh, God. You know what? I am trying very hard to pull out any more horror movie jokes, but yeah, In this case, this storyline, Tatum Paxley, I guess you could say she's coveting the champion.
She wants the champion.
Yeah,
she wants the C.
The
championship. Anyway, Vicente Guerrero's in the chat. Hey up, Vicente. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind.
Great storyline, Shawn Michaels. Eric Bischoff would be proud.
Not really, pal.
I know.
All right, next match.
All right, let's get to the next match because the excitement from the women's division in NXT continues. As we get the exciting match of the night, that is Tiffany Stratton going one-on-one against Fallon Henley with some high stakes. And before you get there, Juan, no, it's not actual stakes.
I wasn't thinking that.
Yes, you were.
How dare you leave me on like this?
The stipulation is that if one of them loses, they have to be the other person's servant for I don't know how long.
What?
Yeah, that's the stipulation. Whoever loses has to be the servant to the winner. And yeah, they'd have to do all the dirty work and all the manual labor and whatever the winner says, you know?
Okay, but Tatum Paxley's got the bar to look after.
You mean Fallon Henley?
I mean, no, Fallon Henley, yeah, no.
Yeah,
right.
And if Fallon Henley wins, then she's going to make Tiffany Stratton do all her work. And not just at the bar.
Family bar.
Not just a family bar, but also at her family barn. Oh yeah, apparently Fallon Henley also has a freaking ranch.
She has a ranch?
Yeehaw!
In this economy?
Yeehaw!
What the fuck is she doing wrestling?
Yeehaw!
Get on with the match.
Okay. So, after all the women make their entrance, Fallon Henley wasted no time and started scrapping with Tiffany Stratton right before the bell rang. And both these women are just at each other's throats. They've been feuding with each other for quite some time. And the storyline is that, Fallon Henley despises Tiffany because she comes off as,
let's not lie to ourselves.
She is.
Tiffany's stuck-up little brat.
Prissy brat, self-centered, and all that, and it's been going on for weeks, and they finally have it out. These two has fights, and Fallon Henley quickly getting the upper hand against Tiffany Stratton after knocking her out of ringside. She tries to go for a tope through the ropes, but Tiffany Stratton intercepts Fallon Henley, and she lays out Fallon Henley with an Alabama slam onto the edge of the ring apron. Ow! Holy shit!
Ow!
I know. And when we got back from commercial break, Tiffany Stratton continues the offense, and she tried to go, and I like this sequence of events. I'm trying to remember what it is. Okay, so Fallon Henley actually does a reversal in the ring. She whips against the ropes. Tiffany Stratton does her cartwheel, and then she cartwheels, sets up for another Alabama slam, only for Fallon Henley to counter it into a freaking crucifix roll-up, but Tiffany Stratton was able to kick out after two. That was a great sequence of events. I thought it was really cool.
That is actually rather badass over here, so I'm not gonna lie.
Also,
yeah. Cyclops the X-Man made his way into the chat. Hey, up there, welcome to Wrestle Rewind.
Welcome. How are we doing? We're doing great. We're discussing all fun things of wrestling right now, and if you're a fan of wrestling, then this show is for you. So, Tiffany Stratton then lays out Fallon Henley with her rolling fireman's carry, and then as she goes to the top rope to hit the prettiest moonsault ever to put it away, Fallon Henley was able to dodge out of the way, knock Tiffany Stratton off her perch, and hit her finishing move to pin and win. Your winner, Fallon Henley, which means
Tiffany Stratton's got to work in the barn.
And
the bar.
And the bar. No doubt we're gonna get a series of freaking video montages over the coming weeks of Tiffany Stratton doing all the labor work,
all this manual labor, and like, oh my god, my nails, and oh god, oh there's a cow pie stepping on it, ew, mud, blah.
I wish I had the tweet.
Hilarity will ensue.
I wish I had the tweet one because it was a storyline and a match so exciting that it actually caught the attention of a former Impact Knockouts World Champion, Mickie James, who tweeted out saying, "Hey, can one of you girls come over to my ranch? I could use some work over here."
Oh, hold on. I think I can find it.
Go right ahead. Folks, bear with us for just a few minutes. We're going to pull up that tweet right now. I wish I was making this up, but I am being honest.
Oh, here it is. Ha! You're going to love this shit, guys. Former WWE multi-time women's champion, Divas champion, former Impact Knockouts world champion, world-renowned, the hardcore country gal herself, and former stalker of Trish Stratus. Well, former as far as I know, Mickie James here, folks.
She tweeted this out. Juan, read it.
I have so much work I need done here at the farm, Fallon Henley. So stalls need cleaning and shavings, horses need grooming, chicken coop needs feeding, fences need mending, blankets need washing. They are all rolled in the mud with them, and water buckets de-iced and scrubbed.
To which Fallon Henley replied with,
I might have someone that could take care of it for you.
Ah!
What the hell? Hold on. The USA Network even replied underneath, if Fallon takes you up on this offer, it's about to be a long day for Tiffany.
Oh! Listen, man, I'm just saying, this is my wishful thinking. If I don't get a freaking barn fight between Mickie James and Tiffany Stratton, I'm going to be furious.
Oh no, this is just going to be hilarious. This is going to be wonderful. This is going to be stupid but wonderful.
Yeah, Juan, you remember the barn fight between Deonna Purrazzo and Mickie James?
Do I ever?
But replace Deonna, and put in Tiffany, presto changeo, WWE barn fight.
I can only dare to dream.
All right, well, let's go ahead and continue on the excitement. Now, let's get to the exciting segment. Now, originally, the main event for NXT New Year's Eve was supposed to be for Ilya Dragunov versus Trick Williams for the NXT Championship. However, there has been a complication. No, you jumped the gun.
Jumped the gun. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I believe it was last week or 2 weeks ago. I can't remember because both those times I didn't cover the shows because holidays. Ilya Dragunov faced off against Ridge Holland, a British wrestler coming straight from SmackDown. He was part of the Brawling Brutes. And during their exhibition main event, it looked what's his face? Ilya Dragunov may have injured his shoulder and was carted off, and they had to stop the match. And they're building the storyline with Ridge Holland being responsible for injuring a lot of wrestlers. And I thought that storyline was very tone deaf because
isn't Ridge Holland the one who basically fucked up Big E's career forever?
Unintentionally, yes, he did.
Yeah, tone deaf doesn't begin to describe it.
Yeah. So, yeah, with that main event scrap, we got to look for somebody. I mean, let's look at the roster. Let's see. Braun Breaker, he's not doing anything. He's still in the middle card. I mean, okay, no. All right, what about Baron Corbin?
What about Baron Corbin? No.
He had a great main event at Deadline.
No.
No. Tony D'Angelo.
Nope. No. He's too busy conning Andre Chase.
All right, fine. Let's outsource someone from SmackDown. Who do we got?
Former NXT alumnus himself, Grayson Waller.
Perfect. Now,
what? How's this perfect?
Okay, let's not pretend otherwise, Juancho. Grayson Waller, he's one of the acts that's getting over right now on SmackDown because
we're not gonna shit on Grayson Waller. We loved Grayson Waller. He's an asshole, but we loved him.
Exactly. Grayson Waller and Trick Williams get into a battle of words backstage. Trick Williams being the winner of the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge from last year, and Grayson Waller pretty much bragged and said that he made it. He won it first before Trick made it cool.
And you're not wrong. That's how Grayson Waller made his claim to fame over here, Jose.
He also made a little jab at Carmelo Hayes, saying that, hey, Trick used to be the valet, but I can see the roles reversed, and that didn't sit well with Melo. So Melo interjecting and talking on behalf of Trick, he sets up a one-on-one main event match between Grayson Waller and Trick Williams, and Trick and Carmelo Hayes put Trick Williams' #1 contendership on the line. Because that's what best friends do, right?
You dick! Nice going.
All right, before we continue the review,
let's take a look at the chat over here. Cyclops has some excellent news over here. So I have amazing news. The truck that grandfather and father both had when I was a kid, they had it fixed up for me as a late Christmas present. I got the keys today after it was picked up from the mechanics. I'm ashamed to say I let a tear shed down after they passed down the truck to me. Let's see here. Today was
awesome.
Good. The fact that my grandfather passed down his truck that I used to ride in as a kid to me just started my year off good.
Well, that's good. Happy for you, man.
That happy tear is perfectly okay with us. Congratulations to you, Cyclops.
Yay!
Let's see here. And Vicente Guerrero was saying, hey, servant job to the loser. Gotta love those. NXT went $1 Million Man and Virgin Angle. Wonder if this would last 3 years, too. By the way, Tiffany and Fallon are better in the ring than Virgil ever was. That's obvious. Water's wet.
Yeah, dude, Disco Inferno is better than Virgil.
Whoa. Let's not say things we can't take back.
Yeah, okay.
Let me see here. Vicente Guerrero also says, I do remember the Mickey James and Deonna Purrazzo barn fight. Pretty much a copy of Stephanie McMahon versus Trish. And somehow Deonna and Mickey had the exact same white tank top and very ripped blue jeans.
Yeah, and?
Memories.
I'm not questioning it. Are you?
I'm not questioning it.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Vicente.
I'm never questioning that. That was hot.
Okay. All right. Now let's get to the meh match of the night. And this is a one-on-one singles match between...
More women's of the WWE.
Hells yeah, the women's wrestling is really good in WWE right now.
They're highlighting the ladies well here.
Hells yeah. Roxanne Perez versus Ariana Grace. Now, the story is that these two are feuding with each other because Ariana Grace is pretty much looking down on Roxanne Perez and also pretty much taunting her and making fun of her, calling her unstable and having no self-control. And now these two are fighting it out here on New Year's Evil. Sadly, like, the match wasn't bad. Far from it. It was okay, but I felt like there was a couple of spots during this match that kind of felt a little clunky.
For example?
Well... Mostly on, I'm trying to remember because I guess it was kind of clunky on Roxanne's part because like she was trying him out to come back, she was doing all these rabid fights and shit, but I don't know, like it kind of felt, I take it back. It wasn't clunky. The match just fell victim of time constraints. The match was shorter than the other matches they had on New Year's Evil. It would have been benefited a little bit more if they gave this match a little bit more time.
You think?
I think. But nevertheless, the match was still serviceable. Ariana Grace continued the offense until Roxanne Perez was able to catch Ariana Grace off guard, hit Ariana Grace with the Pop Rocks to pin and win. But the match wasn't the exclamation point. What happened afterwards was that Ariana Grace yelled at Roxanne Perez saying, "You need help!" And that was enough for Roxanne Perez to finally snap and beat the shit out of Ariana Grace, locking in the crippler crossface, beating her up while smiling. Referees are trying to pull apart Roxanne Perez, and the referee reversed the decision and gave the win to Ariana Grace.
What?
Because the Roxanne Perez would not stop when the referees are trying to pull her apart post-match.
Hold on. Oh, the timeout.
Yeah.
I cannot remember a single time where a match was won already, and the referee had found enough cause to reverse the decision of the match. I don't remember that. Wait, I do. It was Johnny Laryngitis. I think it was Miz and Truth involved in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Tonsillitis.
Actually, I remember for vividly one. It was a Monday Night Raw 6-man tag team match. It was supposed to be CM Punk tag teaming with Daniel Bryan and somebody else against the teams of Mark Henry, The Miz, and Dolph Ziggler. And D-Bry and the other guy had to bounce. So CM Punk was left alone in the ring. Mick Foley helped that CM Punk win.
Right.
And then
so,
after
they said I could be in the match. I'm in the match. And then like, no, the sick leave I did not give him permission. So I reversed the decision of the match. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, but that was like fucking 2012.
I know.
In 12 years, I hadn't seen a match reversed like this. But then again, Roxy here, she's starting to show a new wrinkle in her personality. I remember you distinctly telling me how she wants to be able to highlight mental health as a facet of her persona, since that's something that she does struggle with in real life. So I guess they just boosted that up and cranked it up to 11, and now she's locking people in the crippler crossface.
I just hope that WWE are careful with this crazy snapped angle with her, because there's been a history of wrestlers who went with that crazy angle. There's Ken Shamrock, there's Psycho Sid, or rather Sid Vicious, however you want to remember him. Alicia Fox went crazy.
She what?
Yeah, Alicia Fox went crazy. You don't remember?
No.
That was back in the 2010s.
I don't remember anything that Alicia Fox ever did.
Oof. Ouch. But all I'm saying is, I just want them to tread lightly, because it worked for Ken Shamrock and for Sid Vicious for a while.
And then it didn't.
And then it didn't. Yeah, no. So that's just my thing. But yeah, I have to knock it down because of time restraints and because of the stupid decision reversal for the referee.
Yeah, it was fine until they had the decision reversal on there. All right. So next segment over here, Jose.
Yep. Now let's get to the segment. And just some bright good news. The WWE has announced that the NXT is bringing back the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, which begins next week.
Yay!
Yay! It's a time-honored tradition in NXT, the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, going as far back as 2015. I believe that would be the same year, unfortunately, where WWE Hall of Famer, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, passed away.
And in honor and in celebration of the American Dream, we're having tag team matches, playa! Holla, holla!
Absolutely, yes.
Hold on, why am I still doing that without... Hold on. I outsource this shit. I am not going to just leave these alone anymore. I outsource all of it. Where'd it go? Here it is. God dang it. Let me just get it done properly here.
If only we had a gif of Dusty Rhodes doing it. But you know what? I'll settle for Teddy.
But Dusty isn't...
I know.
Dusty doesn't do that.
So yeah, next week we'd have no clue what teams are going to be participating in this tournament, but it looks like we might have a tease of an unlikely duo that nobody wants to see happen, or rather, me and Juan, we don't want to see happen.
Well, namely because it's the worst.
It's the worst. Both Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker share a segment backstage teasing that they might team up on the loosest premises of they're both assholes. That's it.
Let's be assholes together.
I have no words. Assholes.
Isn't that just the premise of our entire channel? The three of us, you, me, and Angel, we're assholes. Let's be assholes together.
Well, yeah, but none of us are the worst as Baron Corbin.
I know, Baron's the worst.
And, dude... I'm sorry. Braun Breaker, I think he is, at this point, he has pretty much overstayed his welcome. If they continue keeping him where he is right now on NXT, they risk diminishing any fan excitement for when he does go over to the main roster.
Yeah, I was actually thinking the exact same thing just now. Not gonna lie, I was like, oh god, please give this guy proper bits here. Let's please, I'm begging you.
And as for Baron Corbin, I guess the same could be said about Baron. Like, if he goes back to the main roster, I feel like nothing much is going to change. Like, I believe he peaked when he went after against Ilya Dragunov for the NXT title and came up short. So...
I just think he peaked.
Yeah, he peaked. Oh my god. But then again, he peaked a long time ago when he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, when he won the Money in the Bank briefcase but failed to cash in, and... yeah, okay. The less we talk about Corbin, the better.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't want to see this team happen. I really, really don't. I'm sorry. I love Braun Breaker, and Braun Breaker deserves better than this. Yeah. Now, before we get to the main event, a new interesting little segment that I've included here, Wrestle Rewind. We are gonna share an honorable mention from Tuesday night's NXT's New Year's Evil. Juan, tell them what the honorable mention is.
This was a 6-man tag team match involving Jose. We had the LWO here. That would be Carlito. Joaquin Wilde and
Cruz del Toro.
Cruz del Toro versus
the team of Drew Gulak, Damon Kemp, and Miles Bourne. So
okay.
Generic trio.
All right, so this was a hell of a match, namely because of one big, beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous, pretty beautiful spot. Shall I show the folks?
Juan, hit it.
All right. If I could see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it. Oh, you know the rest. I believe I can fly.
Whoa, look at that hang time.
I can touch the sky.
Damn. If you take a look. Hang on, I'll wait till Juan stops singing.
I believe I can soar.
All right, Juan, we get it.
See him running through that open door.
Juan, shut up.
Oh, I believe I can fly.
Please, let me talk about it.
I believe I can fly.
Stop it.
I can fly. I believe I can fly.
Anyway, so yeah, if you look... Thanks, Juan. I was trying to explain, but...
Okay, fine. Explain it then.
So if you look carefully, while Joaquin has his legs against the ropes, both Carlito and Cruz del Toro pull the ropes up to give him a little bit more leverage, and look at all that hang time that Joaquin Wilde scored before colliding against the opponents.
It's so beautiful.
I love it. That's great.
It looks wonderful. How high do you think that arc must have been? That must have been at minimum 19 feet in the air.
I would say, yeah, 19 feet would definitely be the right estimate.
Dear God, that's insane.
Yeah.
Let's see here in the chat. Well, Corbin's gimmick was a rich type, so those people usually are assholes. Dark Hat, I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Thank you. Regarding Corbin and Braun Breaker. A bowling flying strike. Yeah, you saw that, right? And Vicente, Drew Gulak has been so screwed by the booker since D-Bry left for AEW. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, no.
They really didn't do much with anything. Like, dude, when Drew Gulak made his debut in 205 Live, his whole thing was PowerPoint presentations. And he was making, like, this stupid, like, political campaign, make 205 Live better or some shit. I don't know, man.
What what's really sad is that he can't even take credit for that gimmick anymore because Mustafa Ali is now running around with his worldwide campaign tour to make Mustafa Ali great again. I guess I don't fucking know. Point is, vote for Mustafa Ali.
Yay! Yeah. All right, now let's get to the new main event of NXT New Year's Evil, and yes, it is the Battle of the Iron Survivors. Trick Williams goes one-on-one against Grayson Waller, and whoever wins will challenge Ilya Dragunov for the NXT Championship at Vengeance Day.
Jesus.
Yes. This main event was absolutely baller. Both these guys are incredible, well-developed athletes starting off in this 2021, and both these guys have come a long way. Trick Williams gets an early offense, hitting a sequence of not 3 but 4 scoop slams over Grayson Waller to get the early offense in.
Ow.
Yep. No, everything was trending upward until Grayson Waller was able to reverse one of the moves on Trick Williams and regain control. And then during the rest of the match, the story goes is that Grayson Waller working over Trick Williams' leg, locking in the single leg crab, not just in the ring, but also he uses the ring post, the turnbuckle, as added leverage, added pressure when he locks in the leg crab onto Trick Williams.
The Fiend, how dare he?
I know, right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, so how dare he?
I know. So Trick Williams, he was able to mount a comeback, still limping on one leg. He hits this beautiful, awesome pop-up fastball punch that the fans love, and the fans just continue to chanting, "Whoop that trick!"
Hell yeah!
Hells yeah!
Oh God, Vicenta's right. Drew getting beat down by Charlotte Flair didn't help anybody.
Oof, there's that too. Yeah, no. Grayson Waller was able to regain his footing. He goes outside of the ring, and he does his roll into the ring. And I was expecting a stunner, but he hits a rolling in flatliner. But Trick was able to kick out after 2. Not just yet, not yet.
I'm just making sure I got it queued up.
Grayson Waller then goes over to the second rope and tries to hit his baller elbow drop, but misses. And then both these guys, and then in the final moments of the match, it looks like Trick Williams had this one until for reasons, out comes Carmelo Hayes, who distracts Trick Williams just because. These two argue over by the ring apron while Grayson Waller is at ringside, and while these two are having their little boyfriend-girlfriend bickering sesh.
Wow, really?
Oh, come on. What would you call it?
Oh God, you're right.
Grayson Waller.
Oh God, you're right. Fuck off.
Grayson Waller was blindsided by a former NXT champion that made his return to NXT, coming straight from SmackDown. Grayson Waller's rival, Kevin Owens.
What the fuck? What the hell's KO doing here?
Kevin Owens is right now in a rivalry against Grayson Waller on SmackDown.
Okay, that explains it.
Yep. Kevin Owens beats the shit out of Grayson Waller with the referee's back turned, rolls Grayson Waller back into the ring. Trick Williams hits his finishing move, the running knee, right to Grayson Waller's face to pin and win. Your winner, Trick Williams.
Yay!
Whoop that trick indeed.
Whoop that trick. Yay, he managed to retain his #1 contendership. Hell yeah.
And you know what?
What the fuck was Carmelo doing? Melo, what the hell, man?
I really didn't. Apart from Melo's interference, I loved this main event, and I understand they needed to fill in the empty slot that is Ilya Dragunov being injured. You got to give the fans something, and you know what? Grayson Waller going one-on-one against Trick Williams, that works. Both these guys started off in 2021. Both of these guys have developed into the amazing stars that they are right now. And this was a pretty good main event. A really good match.
Yeah, I suppose they made the best out of a bad situation, considering that Ilya Dragunov was nowhere to be found. But at the same time, what?
I know. Nobody likes an injured shoulder. It sucks.
No one likes that. Not at all. Not at all. It does suck, and I do feel bad for him. But what the hell, dude?
It's all right. Well, hopefully Ilya Dragunov will be recovered by February when it's Vengeance Day time. And of course, we here on the Ravenslock channel would like to wish Ilya Dragunov a full speedy recovery.
You're damn right. The NXT champion deserves better than that, Jose.
All right. And before we get into this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, me and DeJuancho, we will be reviewing the main event for the final pay-per-view of the year 2023, AEW Worlds End.
Let me just get the good. There we go.
That's
AEW Worlds End. There we go.
That's right. AEW Worlds End took place over at the famous Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, New York, with 10,000 people in attendance.
It was surprisingly well filled.
Indeed.
Like you have to understand, we were honest to God surprised that anyone was able managed to actually get the arena filled out. So I'm very glad to see that I was painfully mistaken.
Oh yeah, no. Considering that AEW is struggling to sell out arenas after the whole fiasco with CM Punk falling All In, like this was very surprising and very good for them. But now let's get to the main event, and this match is for the AEW World Championship, as the defending champion, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF, goes one-on-one against Samoa Joe.
Okay. You gotta believe, man. You gotta understand, son. It takes balls of steel to take on Samoa Joe. It takes gigaballs of steel to try to defend a championship against him, because Joe is gonna kill you.
Oh, indeed he does. Now, there is a story with this with this championship main event, and that is the reveal of the devil.
Who is the devil?
Why is the devil?
Yeah, thank you, Wise Gamora. Folks, one small thing. Can we get a couple more likes in the on this episode, please? I see we got like 8 people who are watching. We've only got 6 or 7 likes. Just whoever's on there, if you'd be able to drop a like, we appreciate it if you haven't done so already. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Now, getting back to it. So yeah, for weeks and weeks and weeks, MJF has been trying to find answers as to who the devil could possibly be. And so far there has been many pointed fingers at possible suspects, aka Hangman Adam Page or Samoa Joe or Roderick Strong, but they've all been red herrings so far. And not gonna lie, this storyline was painfully dragged out, and the fans, that you could if you watch AEW programming, you could tell the fans were really not into the whole devil shtick. And for me, it came off as the AEW's version of Retribution, the way they booked the devil's minions.
It's high time that they got rid of it. It's high time that it was finished off once and for all. It was high time that they freaking that they finally paid it off. They should have paid it off one pay-per-view ago, but truth be told, they just I don't know. We don't know what the bookers do. You know what? No, hold on. I know exactly what to say here. I know exactly what we have to do. I know exactly who has to do the right thing over here, and I know that you know, Jose.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know exactly what's going on. Oh my God, yeah.
So I think it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty straightforward here, folks.
No one knows what they're doing.
So let's get to the main event between two guys who know exactly what they're doing. So the story of this main event is that MJF is working injured. He's working with an injured right arm, and he is not 100% against Samoa Joe. And that injury, unfortunately, comes to play as Samoa Joe continuously targets the injured arm of the defending champion. Of course, the fans of Long Island are 100% behind MJF with chants of "He's our scumbag."
He's our scumbag. Yeah. Okay, it's sweet. And we know he's our scumbag.
Yeah.
But guys, do we have to say it though?
Yeah, no. MJF was able to get some hits in on Samoa Joe. At one point, MJF tried to hit a kangaroo kick, but Samoa Joe was able to reverse it and slingshotted MJF outside of the ring. MJF did hang on by the ropes, and he tried to HBK back into the ring, only for Joe to be like, "Nope," and knocked his ass out.
Ow.
Yes.
Dick.
Yes, indeed. Very much a dick. Now, MJF at certain points of the match, he did try to do reversals and try to cheat or whatnot, but it looks very sloppy-ish when he's doing it with the injured arm. Maybe use the arm that's 100%?
Why?
Because it works better?
Why?
Because it's better. Whatever, man. Why am I arguing
Joseph,
with you?
why are we arguing this? Do I have to say it again?
No.
Are you sure?
Let's continue.
All right.
I don't want to derail. Of course, Samoa Joe regains his offense easily, and then he hits the Muscle Buster onto MJF, but MJF was able to kick out after 2. MJF was able to try to fight back. He tries to go for a kangaroo kick again, but Samoa Joe smacks MJF down into the middle of the ring. Ouch.
Ow, fuck.
Yes.
Ow! Ow, shit.
Oh.
Ow, my left knee just, ow.
Ouch, careful.
Out of nowhere, fuck. Ow, 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 ow.
I know, MJF's arm in your knee.
No, no, my knee just actually just gave a really weird thing. I don't know why. All right, go on.
All right. So, at one point, MJF tries to lock into Salt of the Earth submission hold, but he couldn't keep it on much longer because Samoa Joe was able to break out of it, and so the fight continues. Both men are at the top. Samoa Joe's at the. Actually, no. Before we get to that, we get a referee bump because Lord knows we haven't seen that happen in wrestling. Yeah, I know. It's so dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb, but it happened. And with the referee still staggered, Samoa Joe is at the top rope and he's about to go for a dive. MJF low blows Samoa Joe right in the balls.
Yay, we want our scumbag to cheat. Wait, we do?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
And MJF hits an F5 onto Samoa Joe.
It's not the F5. You have to remember, according to All Elite Wrestling, the maneuver where you pick a man up in a fireman carry, swing him over your shoulders front ways, and drop him face down is not called the F5 in All Elite Wrestling. According to their all-time best-selling game of one of the games of all time, AEW Fight Forever, that maneuver is officially called diverticulitis.
Are you fucking
$80 million on a $40 million game.
Oh my god, that's so
You think I'm lying? You
no.
think I'm lying?
At this point,
Do you?
no.
Do you? Huh? Fight forever. Diverticulitis. Yeah, no. Ha 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 ha. No, I'm gonna fucking show you. You're gonna look and you're going to love it. It's called the truth. See? The reasoning is that AEW Fight Forever, the name of Brock Lesnar's F5 maneuver is listed as diverticulitis. These fans have labeled Kenny Omega's as somehow being responsible for the choice of the name due to his creative role in the game. So, yeah, and he's out in, this was brought up as, something along the lines of poetic justice against Kenny Oblivious here.
That's a low blow on Kenny Omega. Come on, man.
But, are they wrong?
I don't know, man. I don't like it. It sounds dirty. I know. But getting back to it, so Samoa Joe kicks out of the diverticulitis.
I got you to call it.
And then at ringside,
I win.
And it's also important to note that MJF's best friend Adam Cole is at ringside. Adam Cole Baby is at ringside cheering on his friend. And so, with the referee trying to get back on his feet, MJF tries to go for the Dynamite Diamond Ring from Adam Cole. Both these guys argue about it. And then, in the final moments, Samoa Joe locks in the Coquina Clutch onto MJF. And MJF, unable to raise his hand by the third count, passes out in the middle of the ring. Samoa Joe got a technical submission win. Your winner and new AEW World Champion, Samoa Joe.
Dear freaking God, he did it. The son of a bitch did it. He dethroned our scumbag. He dethroned the AEW World Champion. If I'm not mistaken, he's also the longest reigning AEW champion.
Yes.
Yeah, he is. And now he's not even the champion anymore. He's done.
He is done.
Samoa Joe. I believe the official term for this is I do hope you'll excuse me on this. It's actually happening. It finally happened. My brother. It's Jover.
Oh my God.
It's never been more Jover than it is now.
Look what you started, Angel.
Look what you started, Angel.
Oh God.
Dear God. Okay. For real though. It's unbelievable that Samoa Joe, well, not unbelievable, but it's still shocking. It was still incredible that Samoa Joe dethroned MJF as the AEW World Champion, and now, by God Almighty, I got no words.
Samoa Joe Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns are two Joes that are now world champions in wrestling.
Yay! Wait,
but
what?
But unfortunately, things would only get worse from here, because after Samoa Joe left with the championship, out comes the masked minions to attack both MJF and Adam Cole, and then the lights go out. And when the lights come back on, Adam Cole is still in the ring, but MJF did not see this twist coming.
What twist? What are you talking about?
The lights turn back on. Adam Cole is sitting in the middle of the ring with the rest of the masked minions from the devil. And they all unmask themselves. Adam Cole reveals himself as the devil who was stalking MJF. And the other masked men were, from left to right, Roderick Strong, Wardlow, Matt Taven, and Mike Bennett. The same guys who have been on Dynamite every week, and they've been involved in like these silly antics or whatever, trying to find out who the devil was. And MJF, he was left completely, like, his world shattered right in front of him as Retribution 2.0 knocks out MJF, with Wardlow finishing off MJF with a power bomb. And as Excalibur exclaims on commentary, saying, MJF's world has ended. And that's where the show ends.
You're kidding.
Just a second, folks. Hang on.
Zay, you better pick up that phone.
Getting to it, but why am I picking up the phone? Hang on. Hello?
Because I fucking called it! Ah! 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 God almighty!
All right. Before we get into this tirade,
why do you have such a lame ringtone for me?
Because I never got around to setting up the ringtones, okay? Anyway, so before we get into this tirade and trash this reveal, I will defend it a little bit. Now, Adam Cole, while predictable, it actually does make sense from a storyline standpoint. It can't be a newly debuted wrestler, because Lord knows AEW has too many of those. It can't be somebody else that has nothing to do with the main story. It has to be someone that MJF is not only familiar with, but also the person he'd least expect. And
even though he's also the person we all knew was going to do it. Fucking hell. Oh my God. I can't. No.
Yeah, I know. Because at this point, the fans didn't care for it.
No one cared anymore. They dragged the storyline of the devil out too fucking long. They killed the gimmick. They killed the storyline. What the hell? How did they had a perfectly good idea, a perfectly good storyline, and they killed it by having it take forever. Just like AEW's video game took forever to come out.
Yeah. But on the plus side, aren't you glad that it's not jungle douchebag Jack Perry?
Ah!
Main event match, however, was pretty good. Samoa Joe versus MJF.
The match itself, no issues, no notes.
Okay.
Well, that's what happens when you have professional wrestlers in there professionally wrestling.
Yes, indeed. And obviously, MJF will be taking time off to heal from injury, to take time off television. And you know what? He deserves it. He, as Juan pointed out, he is the longest reigning AEW World Champion in history. So he definitely, his legs must be hurting from carrying AEW on his back.
Yeah, he's also off the active roster. He's completely out of AEW's programming.
The stuff that's going around in the dirt sheets. I mean, I guess I have no other way, or rather, the media outlets, is that apparently MJF has not renewed his contract with AEW, and right now he's a free agent. And there's rumors, I say in quotations, that MJF is interested, that WWE has an interest in signing MJF.
Okay, for the record, if this all was 100% true, and if there was even a kernel of truth to all this, and MJF really is, in fact, an actual free agent, then by God, buy him. Hunter, tell them to buy MJF.
Dude, Cody Rhodes endorses MJF.
Do the fuck out of it now. Do it this instant. Do it this minute, this second. Do not wait. Strip AEW of any remaining credibility that they might have, and do it. Because God knows the motherfucker Tony Khan brought it on himself by letting MJF work him like this. Because if it's true, fantastic. If it's not, then good. They're doing something right by playing up the kayfabe. Fantastic. I will give them 1 brownie point.
Yeah, obviously AEW has enough problems going on right now with the whole controversy surrounding Jericho's allegations, which we will not discuss. We already talked about it enough last night on the Black Files, and if you guys want more details on it, Juan will be more than happy to share the link to the episode on the live chat.
You're damn right I will. Well, we're speaking of the live chat, let me go ahead and take a look at the chat over here while we're at it. Let's see here. Want to be real technical about the name. Heel John Cena named the F5 the FU. I kind of miss 2002.
I miss it too.
No, John Cena named his move the FU.
Yeah.
If the fireman carry into the, what do you call it? Death Valley driver move. That maneuver is the FU.
I miss that name.
I miss it so much.
But go on.
But let me see here. Point is, that's what was actually named the FU. Let me take a look over here. Sorry MJF lost the belt, but fun that Samoa Joe has the gold. Adam Cole wearing black pretty much gave it all away. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
yeah. I can't even LA Knight. Yeah, just like, yeah.
Like, come on, guys. You're supposed to be better than this, Adam Cole. That wasn't too sweet.
Wardlow added to the group was a nice touch. Every faction needs the muscle. Jack Perry in the reveal would have worked if he was still bitching about CM Punk choking him out in seconds, as said any reports. If MJF goes to WWE, he better not get jobbed off to Roman Reigns and have 87 bloodline run-ins. Here's hoping. You knew their friendship wasn't going to last. I said it, yeah. When I said that, I fucking called it. When we had the whole faction of Better Than You Baby coming together, I was like, this is so hilarious. This is so corny. And everyone's so in love with these two working together. I am going to laugh and cry the day they break up. And here it is. Okay, I'm over it. I can't even actually put my real friggin' I can't put my dick in it. I can't put my my cojones into it properly because they sucked the life out of the storyline because they dragged it out too long and they don't know how to fucking run it. Oh wait, there's just one person who does that. There's only one guy.
Really?
And, yeah. No. Just one.
Just one guy.
Just one guy.
Who's this one guy?
Well, it's the best friend you could ever ask for, Jose.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, it's the most important person ever of all time, forever.
Oh God,
he's your greatest friend.
Is he though? He
is. I mean, he says he is, doesn't he? Isn't he the greatest? Isn't he the greatest? Don't you love him? Don't you love him yet?
Oh God.
God. Truthfully, Alright,
Let's play it again one more time.
Just one more time.
No one knows what they're doing.
All right. Oh boy. Is this gonna be my Activision Blizzard anytime some shit happens in AEW when I say, so let's talk about AEW? Like, are we gonna end up getting marshmallows for this?
No. No, we're not actually.
Yeah, you're right. Next time I need to get Slim Jims. Because the only way to properly talk about this bullshit is when we snap to a snip. Yeah. I wish I had a Slim Jim right now.
I had a Slim Jim earlier. I had the big Savage sized Slim Jims. They're awesome.
They're
Nice.
beefy. Cool. Anyways, I did send you something.
I know, I'm on it.
All right. And I'll tell you when to pull it up. But right now, let's go ahead and talk about this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Let the fuse hit the boom, Dynamite!
All right. So, let's start things off here with the opening segment of the night. And that is a video clip that AEW has played following World's End, where Samoa Joe celebrates after his AEW World Title victory. Samoa Joe got on the camera and he pretty much bragged that, like, yeah, you know, MJF may be the scumbag, but he is but Samoa Joe is far worse. Like, he's pretty much I'm trying to remember the exact words. Oh no, he's a mean bastard. I think that's what he says, or he's a mean son of a bitch. And
but
the world ain't big enough for two of them. And MJF. MJF pretty much. Samoa Joe pretty much mentioned how MJF robbed him of his title shot from Grand Slam in September, and then Samoa Joe, he made a deal with the devil and he took everything away from MJF. And which eventually,
the Fiend, how dare he?
Which eventually included the AEW World Title, and that's a threat and a warning that he sent to anyone who dares to come after him. He will do the same, and he will take away everything from his opponents.
Well, Samoa Joe is a motherfucker who lives up to his word, so I wouldn't want to cross him.
Oh yeah, that's another thing he said, man. Yeah, no, he mentioned early in his videos that, listen, man, he's not a prophet. He's not a prophet. He does make promises.
He doesn't make predictions. He makes promises.
He doesn't make predictions. He makes promises. Yeah, that's right.
Wait,
exactly.
That's the same line that I use. Shut up.
Are you gonna argue against Samoa Joe? Do you want him to choke you out?
I said it first.
He will choke you out, Juan.
I said it first.
He eats people like you for breakfast.
You're not wrong.
But nevertheless, great promo, straightforward, to the point, and he definitely has put everyone in the AEW locker room on notice.
Oh shit!
Oh man, it's gonna be great.
That's how you get the beef in.
Hells yeah, man! It's been far too long. Like, the last time Samoa Joe won a world title, if you want to call it a world title, was when Samoa Joe captured his third NXT championship against Karrion Kross in 2021 before their god-awful multicolored rebrand. Yeah, and I've already covered that on my top 10 list. Do you want to link that to the chat too?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Hey, more content.
Yeah, last week's episode of Wrestle Rewind was your top 10
top 10 NXT champions of all time, and you guys can go back and watch it. Some of the names you might agree with, some of them you may not. If you have a different idea of who belongs on the top 10 list, go ahead and drop it in the chat while we go over the review for Dynamite. Well, after Juan shares the link, of course.
I'm on it. Don't you get on me like that. I know what I'm doing. I know things.
I do what I want!
While I'm doing that, in the chat, if AEW wants a true shock that reveal, tell me Tony Khan signed Tessa Blanchard, or Juan and Jose get AEW Booker jobs.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's have Tessa Blanchard nuke the company by just being there.
Yeah, sure. The worst thing that she'll do is actually, you know what? That is the worst thing that she could do. She'll actually end up nuking the company with her.
Why not? I mean, AEW employed Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Dumbasses. All right, but now let's get to the exciting match of the night. And I was watching a lot of the matches on Dynamite, and this one actually stood out to me as better than the rest. It's a one-on-one encounter between Darby Allin versus Konosuke Takeshita, who represents the Don Callis family.
Do they have to keep calling it the Don Callis family? Come on, man.
Yep, because they can't come up with anything creative.
Holy shit.
But that being said, this was still a pretty damn good one-on-one match. Obviously, Konosuke Takeshita has the size and strength advantage over the scrappy underdog Darby Allin, and he used that to his advantage against Darbs during this match.
Well, it's not hard to be bigger than Darby Allin. I mean, like,
I know,
even
Rey Mysterio is bigger than Darby Allin.
Ow.
I mean, it's true.
I know.
But that being
still.
Yeah, but that being said, when we got back from picture-in-picture, Konosuke Takeshita continued the offense on Darby Allin, even at one point hitting a deadlift German suplex onto Darbs. Ouch. Darby Allin was able to hit a comeback. He hits a combination of strikes before attacking Konosuke Takeshita with a high-speed suicide dive through the ropes. Holy shit, that's awesome. It's like watching a live human bullet in action without the Matrix effects. It's so cool.
Not bad. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. And the action continued on, and of course, Don Callis is over on commentary along with Taz and Excalibur and Tony Schiavone, just continuing his shtick. Darby Allin goes over to the top rope and hits a coffin drop onto Konosuke Takeshita at ringside. That was also pretty cool to watch. And then the action continued back into the ring. Konosuke Takeshita was able to regain his footing, hitting another series of German suplexes onto Darby Allin before hitting his finishing move to pin and win. Your winner, Konosuke Takeshita.
God dang it. How dare he? The Fiend.
But
then again, it's not that hard. Like I said, he's fucking gigantic of him.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you know what? It's good that Takeshita got this win, considering that he was part of that 8-man tag team match. You know, that one tag team match where the fans booed the shit out of Chris Jericho. Yeah. Oh God, that was embarrassing. And I took a look at the clips of the match, Wancho. The match was not good. Jericho's selling of the match was awful.
You mean he wasn't even fucking trying then?
No.
So he wasn't even fucking trying.
He was not trying. And even at one point, Darby Allin even called Jericho a fucking asshole during the tag match, which is kind of rich considering that Darby Allin apparently, and this is just news to me and Juan, Darby Allin also has allegations against him for sexual harassment.
No, I remember that we had discussed it forever ago, and then you basically like you were saying like I don't think there's enough to corroborate it.
Yeah, you know what? Shame on me. That is true. Okay, fair point. You did call me out.
Wasn't a call out, but still, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but. That being said, yeah, no. This one-on-one match, this is a good palate cleanser for Konosuke Takeshita and Darby Allin. I'm sure he'll bounce back. No worries. Great match overall.
All right, so here's hoping that Darby gets his win back because everyone knows that the win-loss record in All Elite Wrestling is very important.
Now, actually, Wancho, I do want to shift gears. What I have lined up is not the exciting segment because it leads to that god-awful bullshit we talked about earlier. Check your messenger and use the replacement.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and I'll use it.
Yes,
Ow.
because the exciting segment actually is the 2024 State of the Union address for now the two-time AEW TNT champion,
the two-timer,
the patriarch Christian Cage.
You mean the two-timer?
The two-timing patriarch Christian Cage.
The two-timer.
The two-timer. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. Yep, Christian Cage won his championship twice. Like he's now a two-time TNT champion.
Did you win this belt? No. Go to your mother. Hey, that girl. She doesn't have she doesn't have a badge. Take her out of the building.
Both Edge and Christian.
What a dastardly heel.
I know.
His daughter out.
Both Edge and Christian had an incredible no disqualification match at Worlds End, where saw Adam Copeland dethrone Christian to become the TNT champion. But then Luchasaurus, or rather, AKA Killswitch.
Luchasaurus. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
What was his fucking name when he was in WWE again?
Who?
I'll just call him Dino Douche because this is fucking getting ridiculous. Go on, please. Please.
So Luchasaurus gets into the ring, and it looks like he's trying to cash in his TNT title opportunity that he won in a 20-man battle royal that aired in the kickoff show. But then Christian Cage whispered something into Luchasaurus's ear and demands that he hands over that opportunity to him. And Luchasaurus looks conflicted, and he reluctantly gives the opportunity to Christian. Christian defeats Copeland to pin and win his second TNT championship.
Jesus Christ. Come on, really, dude?
Yes! And Christian got some nuclear heat in New Jersey. Holy shit.
Well, it's not hard to get heat in New Jersey. Say New Jersey sucks and everyone will come after you till Kingdom Come.
Yeah, no, and Christian Cage was not alone. He was flanked with, of course, Luchasaurus, Nick Wayne, and Nick Wayne's mom, Shayna.
Shayna Wayne.
Shayna Wayne.
Really?
Wayne. Okay, I'm
Really?
gonna
Like, okay. I can understand why this faction, this patriarch thing that Christian Cage is doing is working, because everyone actually fucking makes sense. Even what's her face, even Shayna Wayne fucking kind of makes sense. It's actually really simple. His whole thing is, I replace your dad and I'm awesome and I'm fucking better. The example, he replaces Nick Wayne's father figure by being his father, and Shayna Wayne is there to oogle and google at the guy to further cement the fact that he replaced his father, and Luchasaurus is his muscle. His idiot muscle that he's gonna do whatever he wants with him, including renaming him to Killswitch.
Shayna's the matriarch.
No, she's not.
Okay.
She's a hoe. She's a hoe for Christian Cage.
Oh my god! And speaking of hoe, yeah, Shayna started first on the mic, demanding everyone to respect Christian Cage, and then Christian gets on the mic and he thanks Shayna for her commitment. She thanks Nick Wayne for helping out during the No DQ match, despite Nick Wayne getting put through a flaming table by Edge. Holy shit, that was awesome. But like,
table only flamed for a minute though.
No, it was still flaming. But like, the problem is that I saw the table spot. Edge overshot on the powerbomb, and Nick hit the edge of the flaming table.
Yeah, and just fucking went over. Ow!
Like,
ow.
Damn, Edge, you got to be careful, man. Nick Wayne's a lightweight.
But he's finishing his career the way he wants, so that's the most important thing.
And just as it looks like he was about to thank Luchasaurus, he finally he thanks himself for winning the two-time TNT champion, and Luchasaurus just looks once again, he looks very conflicted, very disappointed because...
How can you tell he has no face?
You can tell by the way his body language, you know?
His body language of urger. Seriously? Alright, I'm fucking pulling legs, go on.
Alright. But nevertheless, this was a good segment. I originally was gonna have the segment where Adam Cole explains why he betrayed MJF, but number one, the motivation was pretty simple. It was pretty easy for any of us to figure out. And number two, I'm sorry, I'm just not behind the Undisputed Kingdom.
No.
No.
Yeah, no,
that's why this segment is better. There's actually meat in this story.
And yeah, no, I guess that was like you said, that was the naming of the Undisputed Kingdom, how he's the devil himself and all that mess, but some fucking how this works better.
My fan theory, and mind you, it's just theory, not fact. My theory is that originally AEW must have planned to have the Undisputed Era to show up. However, with Kyle O'Reilly still sidelined with an injury, and with Bobby Fish doing whatever the hell he's doing, AEW must have put this shit together instead.
But, folks, where's the lie? Bobby Fish does not belong anywhere near a microphone.
Yeah. All right, now let's move on to the match. And this match is a fatal four-way match.
Hold on. That's Brian Cage in there.
That's right. It's Trent Beretta versus Brian Cage versus something Keith.
Brian Keith.
And versus El Hijo de Vikingo, the AAA Mega Champion. And whoever wins gets to challenge Eddie Kingston for the AEW Continental Crown Championship. And we have a...
No, it's just the Continental title.
The Continental title. And folks, we have a picture of the Continental title. And Juan's about to show it off. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest championship, the AEW Continental Championship. And man, that shit looks generic. I can whip that shit up easily on 2K22 in the Creative Championship.
I can whip that shit up in MS Paint! Let me take a look at the chat real quick. Vicente was saying Christian Cage is a godly every time he even thinks of cutting a promo. Slow build here, but eventually Lucha Killswitch turns on Christian. Killswitch gets tired of handing over matches and title shots. Likely a chokeslam. Yeah.
But at least it'll be more entertaining than Retribution 2.0.
Yeah.
Or as Brian Zane calls it, the vacancy.
No.
Get it? But that being said, this title looks far too generic, far too standard for a tournament as big as the Continental Classic. And I am not going to lie, Juancho, I know I've covered some of the matches of the Continental Classic here on Wrestle Rewind, but those are some really good matches. I know that Tony Khan hyped up AEW from the beginning as sports-based wrestling, this is probably one of the and I'm stretching here, the Continental Classic is one of the very few instances of sports-based wrestling that we're ever going to get.
Yeah, because it was originally supposed to have that with the AEW World Championship, and then they got rid of that, and they were going to then move it to the TNT Championship, and then they got rid of it there, and maybe even with the Tag Championships, and then they got rid of that. Then they added the Trios Championship, they got rid of that,
and the International
and the All Atlantic Championship that included China and Japan that aren't in the Atlantic, which they renamed into the International Championship. But then they got rid of it there.
I get your point, Juan.
Tony Khan doesn't know how to stick to his own shit. Okay, I'm seriously just like, oh dear lord.
All right.
Yeah, Judas Devlin was Luchas' NXT name. Thank you for that.
Ah, Judas Devlin. That sounds like a really cool name. Judas Devlin. I would have gone with that. Shit.
Yeah, stick with that.
But that being said, this Fatal 4-Way match did not excite me at all because it's 4 guys who have been booked in the undercard, and half of these guys aren't even one of these competitors isn't even featured on Dynamite. He was featured in Ring of Honor, or AKA AEW Dark, and and the Continental Champion Eddie Kingston was at ringside, and he clearly was giving zero fucks about this match. He even said on commentary, "I don't care who wins. I don't watch this shit."
Wait, who said that?
Eddie Kingston. Dude, buddy, you're the Continental Champion.
You're the Continental Crown Champion. Aren't you like the biggest business champion now? Eddie, you should actually watch to see who the fuck is trying to contest against you.
Oh my
God. What the fuck? So, the first thing that Eddie Kingston does after winning this championship that he's crowned over and he's cried over, he's like, it's such a vindication for him. People are like, you have like heavy hitters, guys who don't get screen time put together to try to challenge for him, and the first thing he fucking does is he buries the notion of defending the championship. I don't even care who it is. I don't even watch this shit. I don't even watch this shit, says prominently featured professional wrestler about his own professional wrestling company. I don't even watch this shit.
Wow,
Tony, what the fuck, man?
Once again, Tony needs to hardline the...
What hardline? Motherfucker's as soft as a Twinkie and 5 times as unhealthy for you.
All right, so I'm not going to waste...
I'm sorry for dragging Twinkies into this. They don't deserve that. I'm sorry.
I know, I like Twinkies,
I'm sorry.
man.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Like, Tony Khan's a soft little bitch is what he is.
All right, I'm not going to waste too much time on this. Brian Cage definitely deserved better, but in the end, Trent Beretta won the Fatal 4-Way match, setting himself up as the #1 contender.
Why?
I don't know. Like I said, these guys have been booked in the undercard of AEW.
Why?
Gee, why else? Because the Tony Khan doesn't know how to book matches. He doesn't know how to create stories. He books matches just for the sake of having matches.
Wouldn't this look cool, people? This is so incredible. Like, listen, seriously.
Hang on, do you want the chair?
No, I don't need. You know what? Fucking fine.
It wouldn't be a Wrestle Wrewind.
Shut up!
Okay.
Fine! Almighty! Make me get my shirt on over here. What are you holding that like that for?
I'm being courteous.
Get that cone away! Get that cone out of my face! Hey folks, Water House with the Ravens Flock over here, Jose's producer. And Jose, by the way, if you're going to try to pipe up, I strongly recommend that you take my seat over here. Oh, you're going to stay out of it? You're going to stay aside? Cool. Piss off. Listen. If this Continental Championship was worth 2 squirts of piss, you would not allow your inaugural champion to shit on defending it, let alone to shit on producing the programming that would bring you into direct contention in order to defend it. It's fucking horrifying. Listen, Jose's showing me a piece of the match right now. Brian Cage and Viking Son over here fighting. Those are your 2 big guys. Brian Cage is a muscly, strong boy. I know people who have worked with Brian Cage, and they fucking love him. Brian Cage is awesome like that. And say what I want about Vikingson over here, he knows how to fucking move. He's an attraction. He knows how to work in the ring. Like a lighter than heavyweight, not like cruiserweight, but like light heavyweight guy with acrobatics against the big beefy heavyweight, this beef boy. It works. You have an attraction there. What the fuck is Trent Beretta doing? What the hell is this Brian Keith doing? What the fuck are they? What are they? Fucking nothing, Nathan, nada. They ain't shit, son. And what the fuck is this? Brian Keith fucking headbutting Vikingson in the gut when he's going up on the turnbuckle, and he's just dragging him over, and now he's gonna do what to... Oh my god, they're showing Woo energy. Get that fucking thing out of my screen. No, I'm done. Fuck you, you idiot Mark. Fucking Tony Khan. Book better. Fucking get the fuck out of the business while you still have some fucking brains, and while some people still fucking like you. I can't fucking stand it. I mean it. Pause the fucking video. I mean it. I'm so pissed off right now. I'm not even kidding. Okay, so Brian Cage is up, and he's got Brian Keith up on the turnbuckle. He's about to hit him with a superplex. Streets of Cage on his ass. That looks cool, I guess. And then Trent Beretta comes back, super German suplex, German superplex there, pulls Brian Cage off. Brian is back, wobbly, front lariat knee strike, and that's his pin and win? No? Then I don't give a shit. Okay, you, come here. You, take your fucking thing. No, you take your fucking thing. No, I don't care. No! If it ain't Brian Cage, and God forbid even Vikingson, I don't want it. Yeah, go fucking figure. You got me to cheer for Vikingson.
Damn. All right, hang on a minute. I'm actually trying to see if he actually does shit on it. Give me a second. I don't care, Taz. Oh, come on. I don't watch this show. I don't care whoever wins. Yeah, no, I wasn't lying. He's
fucking watch this show. I don't care whoever wins. I'll
see you later. I don't care. I was not lying.
God! What the fuck, Kingston? Let's see here. In the chat, Vicente, Eddie Kingston was secretly praying to God that Brian Cage didn't win. Then let me see here. Then fight Eddie like Cage was back in Lucha Underground badass mod. Yeah. Badass mode. Yeah. No, because that would actually be interesting. That would actually be something contentious because Brian Cage has got the size, he's got the presentation. Like, okay, Eddie Kingston, you're this fucking flabby guy, this underdog guy from the streets over here. I'm a fucking championship material. I'm the one that people want to see in the ring. I'm the one who fucking owns this shit. I'm the one who's going to fucking take you down and take down your championship reign before it even has a chance to begin. Fuck you. There's a story there! The only thing I could say with Vikingson is Vikingson looks cool. And that's it.
Yeah.
The guy looks cool and he can challenge the scrappy underdog dude. Fucking hell, Eddie. Fucking hell. I get it. You've got your own shit to deal with. I get it, Eddie. I'm the same fucking way. The difference is you have to put that shit aside when you're working, you fucking idiot. Fuck, man. Jesse Eisenberg. In the chat, Vicente, reckless as some, badass reckless as some, or maybe lots of Tony Khan's booking is, it's still better booking than Ian Rotten of IWA Mid-South or Brenman from IWA Deep South. Yeah. But then again, booking for IWA isn't really high bar, isn't really a high bar, dude. So it doesn't take much.
All right.
Damn.
Well, let's go ahead and move on to the meh segment of the night. And this is a backstage segment featuring the women of AEW.
Hey, look, women are featured. Look at all the women standing in a row.
Now, this is an interview segment conducted by Renee Paquette. She interviews the Outcasts. All the way to the left is the former AEW Women's World Champion Saraya, and all the way to the right is Ruby Soho, and it looks like they might have a new member to replace the void of Toni Storm, and that member is Harley Cameron, the new girl that's standing right next to Saraya. Apparently on an episode of AEW Rampage last week, Harley...
Rampage?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's her face? Harley Cameron provided an assist to Ruby Soho and helping Ruby Soho win a match on Rampage, and Harley Cameron is trying to earn her stripes into joining the Outcasts with Saraya and Soho. And all I could say was, that was a segment.
Here are the women standing in a row, and we don't give a shit about them. Why do we care about them standing in a row? Because they're standing in the row.
Now let's go ahead. Now, before we get to the main event, it's time to bring up the AEW Dynamite's honorable mention, and that is.
But you didn't send me a graphic for that.
Yes, I did. Check your folder. Check the folder.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes,
you did? Did you?
I did.
Okay. Well, I'm checking the folder now. Give me a minute. Let's see here.
Scroll down.
No, it's not in here.
Wait, scroll up. I didn't send it?
Nope, you didn't
Bullshit!
send it.
Let me send it right now. Bullshit,
Yeah.
bullshit. I know.
No, you didn't send it. Sorry.
Or rather, I may have downloaded it, but it's not numbered.
Yeah, no. I'll check over here, folks. You guys know what we're talking about over here at this point, but I still have to. But we're still searching.
There it is.
There we go.
The honorable mention: the official AEW Dynamite televised debut of La Virtuosa, the former Impact Knockouts World Champion, Deonna Purrazzo.
She is all elite after a match with who was it? Mariah May.
Mariah May versus Queen Aminata, where Mariah May won her in-ring debut match.
And she's like, I can't believe I had to win in Jersey. The out comes Jersey girl Deonna Purrazzo. And the first thing that happens is Deonna Purrazzo gets smacked in the mouth, to which she replies with smacking Mariah May in the face.
With a roundhouse kick.
Yeah, with a roundhouse kick. Oh, please. Please, Deonna, please make sure you have a non-compete and make sure that this is a short-term contract. I swear to God. Get the cash, get the fuck out, work this mark for every cent he's worth.
And go to the WWE.
Please.
Sheesh.
Please, Deonna.
Now, if you've been watching the Wrestle Rewind, you've heard us talk enough about Deonna Purrazzo's time in Impact Wrestling.
She is a bona fide wrestling legend for women's wrestling here. She is a hard-hitting, hard bitch.
Hells yeah. And I honestly thought that she was going to stick around for the TNA rebranding, but turns out that's not the case. That being said, the last time we saw Deonna Purrazzo in AEW, she wasn't even promoted. She wasn't given that much promotion for her match against Mercedes Martinez.
She had a match?
She had a match with Mercedes Martinez for the Ring of Honor Women's World Title.
Really?
Yeah, but the problem is that AEW didn't do much to promote the match. They didn't advertise it enough. They didn't give it the promotion, the build that it deserved.
Well, naturally, that's because AEW doesn't care about the women's division. I mean, do I have to play the sound bit again?
No.
Do I? You sure?
2 times is enough.
Okay, as long as we're sure.
But that being said, best of luck to you, Deonna. We're still going to talk about you, but oh boy. Let's just say AEW's track record is enough.
It speaks for itself.
It speaks for itself. All right.
It fucking speaks for itself. Yeah, the honorable mention, Deonna Purrazzo is now all elite. God help her.
And now we get to the main event of AEW Dynamite. 2 rising stars going one-on-one against each other as the Dragon Slayer, Daniel Garcia, goes one-on-one against Swerve Strickland, who's coming fresh out of his pay-per-view win against Dustin Rhodes at Worlds End. And this was... I'm not gonna lie. This was a pretty good main event. In the first half of the main event, both these guys were at equal ground, 50-50, until Daniel Garcia took the fight to Swerve Strickland at ringside. And then during that part, there was a small little dance-off between Prince Nana and Daniel Garcia. We can't show the video, but me and Juan, we're gonna do a little reenactment for you.
Wait, are you sure we can't show the video?
It's not on this clip.
It's not? How can it not be on this clip? What's wrong with these people?
Because
that's probably one of the best parts on it. Okay.
Me and Juan are going to get up and do a little...
no, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No. Okay, fine.
Just a reenactment. It's just a couple minutes.
No, you step back over there. Here. There. You go that way.
All right, folks. I'm going to be doing the Nana dance, and Juan's going to be doing the Garcia dance.
I'm jam pants.
Tus canciones del ayer. Nocturno. Solo aquí. En Ritmo 101.9 FM. La nueva de Tampa.
Us.
How about now? Better?
Let us know if you can hear us, Matthew Coburn.
It should be better now. I saw what happened.
How about you, Vicente Guerrero? Can you hear us? Let us know.
Guys, give us a thumbs up if you can hear us better. I could see our sound bar go off, so we should be okay now.
All right, so continuing on the main event, these guys continue to brawl. Daniel Garcia was able to turn things around, and then these guys brawled once again at ringside, and oh boy, hey Juan, do you remember that earlier botch with the announce table from NXT's New Year's Evil? What if I told you that AEW has found a way to top that and make it worse? Time for another video clip!
Oh, dear God. Okay, folks, you're gonna love this. And I hate it already. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Here's where it actually goes. All right, let me see here. So, Swerve and Garcia are at ringside. Now, check this out.
This is so dumb. Go for it.
This is so absolutely badonky donks. All right, so Swerve climbing on top of the table. That's number one.
Go on. He's gingerly climbing.
He's gingerly climbing.
Yes, actually put that. Yeah.
What?
What the fuck was that?
That was no bueno.
Oh,
I don't even like using no bueno because that's such a fucking corny ass stereotypical line for like Anglo folks to try to sound like they're cultured in Spanish. No, it was fucking stupid. Why would they do this? What the hell? By the way, folks, if you want to recreate this exact same botch, go and take a look at AEW Fight Forever over here.
thank you, Juan, for that plug.
Fucking hell. $80 million on a $40 million game.
Too bad we're not going to get any money from AEW or Ukes or whatever.
Are you kidding me? We'll be surprised if Tony Khan hits us with a copyright claim. He's so oblivious.
Oh, God. So I'll get straight to the end. Swerve Strickland got control of the match and hits the JML driver on Daniel Garcia to pin and win. Your winner, Swerve Strickland. And
Hold on.
yeah,
Who was at ringside over here?
oh yeah, that's Magic Matt Bernard, the Daniel Garcia's friends, because they were both part of the Jericho Appreciation.
Yeah, okay, so Magic Matt. You see, I don't even know who the fuck was part of the Joss, except for Daniel Garcia for dancing and Jack Swagger, Jake Hagar
For the purple hat.
for the fucking purple hat.
Yeah, I know.
That's all I know, and that's all I can care to bother to know. LOL, epic botch. Bret Hart just yelled "fuck you" 800 times.
Yes, yes. Even Shawn Michaels is telling you not to do that.
Yeah, and he's like, and Shawn Michaels, no, worse. Rock the Dwayne Johnson is shitting on their sharpshooter, and his sharpshooter's the worst. He drops her legs all the way down below his knee, and he holds him like that, and he's screaming, while
God.
he's the one putting it in. What the fuck? But even Rock the Dwayne Johnson can lock in a better sharpshooter than this.
I know.
Oh, this hurts so badly.
And then after the match, Swerve Strickland offered to shake Daniel Garcia's hand in respect, but then Daniel Garcia got low-blowed by Prince Nana from behind, and then it becomes a 2-on-1 beatdown. Magic Man tried to go in for the save, but was taken out by Swerve and Nana. And then out comes Hangman Adam Page. Oh, Juancho, we were saved from Jericho, from the Young Bucks, and from Kenny Omega, but we were not saved from the Hangman. He shows up at the last minutes of Dynamite, and he gets into Swerve Strickland's face, and these two has fight. Obviously, their rivalry is going to continue because their bloody match that they had at Full Gear did not do anything to resolve it.
Yeah, why should it?
And that's going to do it for AEW Dynamite. Juan, go ahead and ring that bell.
All right, I guess I will.
first, let's talk about this week's NXT New Year's Evil. That was a pretty solid TV special. I think a lot of the matches and the segments that they had for New Year's Evil was intentionally done to set things up for their first pay-per-view event at Vengeance Day, which is exactly 1 month away. And I think they did a solid job with that. The first opening match of the women's title, announced table notwithstanding, pretty solid match between Lyra and Blair Davenport. Main event was a good recovery since they couldn't have Ilya Dragunov compete. Having Grayson Waller in there was the right choice. And both Grayson Waller and Trick, I think they complement each other with their in-ring styles. And everything else in the middle was also pretty good. I'm happy to see Carlito and the LWO on NXT. That was cool.
Fucking hell, that was awesome.
Hells yeah, man. And of course, the women's wrestling is top notch. Holy shit, I'm looking forward to seeing Tiffany Stratton getting her hands dirty in the next videos next week. It's going to be funny. It's going to be great.
It's going to be craptastic, but it's going to be the good kind of craptastic.
Indeed.
While we're at it over here real quick in the chat, let's see. Deanna had 87 matches in her WWE run. Sad if Nia Jax beat her up bad. Nia Jax, oops. LOL, epic botch. Yeah, and Hager should have run in for the save. Why? Why would Hager run in to save these guys? The Joss is no more. Jake Hager is in a rivalry against Danhausen to get his hat back.
Yeah, and Chris Jericho is in a rivalry with the Public Court of Opinion. I went there.
Ow.
And of course, now this week's edition of AEW Dynamite. Okay, honestly, it was very tough for me to get through. The opening segment of the opening video of Samoa Joe was pretty awesome, but then the later segment of Adam Cole explained the actions. Like I said, it was predictable already. We already know that Adam Cole was trying to work over MJF. He was trying to manipulate him, getting one over the devil, as I speculated months ago on this program. And again, I'm not into this Undisputed Kingdom thing. I feel like it sucks, and Wardlow will never ever be his own man, or rather he tried to, but his singles run has been sucky.
What singles run?
Ouch.
No, seriously, what singles run? He came back after injury. He showed up for 5 minutes, and then he's part of a faction again.
Well, in 2022, like
in between him being out and him coming back over here, right before the end of the
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, he had squash matches, but they didn't win anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So what singles run?
Fair enough.
Vicente, only because I miss Jake Hager actually being booked like the bad motherfucker that he is. Yeah, so do I. Yeah, go fucking figure. I want Jake Hager to be treated seriously, but no.
That's not happening.
No, it's not happening. Why would it?
But that, yeah, no. Is
that why you're wearing the Undisputed Era shirt, Jose?
I miss the old days.
God damn it, the old days.
Deonna Purrazzo making her debut. Congratulations to her. Kudos to her. She's getting to be on national television. I hope
Milk the mark,
and I hope that AEW treats her better, but I know they won't.
That's why I'm telling her to milk the mark.
Yeah, I know. A lot of the matches, save for Darby Allin versus Takeshita, were very tough for me to get through. I really don't like Eddie Kingston as the Continental Champion, the way he buried the Fatal 4-Way match. And I pulled up the clip. Juan and I saw it. I did not lie.
I don't fucking watch this show. I don't care. Whoever wins, I'll see you later. I don't care. It's in black and white. Jose pulled it up in order to get the closed captioning on. I would show it, but I don't want to be fucking known for the guy basically saying, I fucking told you so, even though I fucking told you guys so.
It is ridiculous. And of course, the main event, save for that announce table spot, which was worse than the women's announce table spot.
It was painful.
It was very painful.
It hurts my soul.
I mean, it was good. Yeah, no, Swerve got the win, and he definitely needed the win. I'm really not interested in seeing him going up against Hangman Adam Page once again, because what the hell? Y'all already nipped it in the bud at Full Gear. Why are you two still fighting?
Why should they? Why shouldn't they? I mean, come on, Jose. They should all be fighting. They should be fighting right now, Jose.
Oh God.
But look at the great match, Jose. It's such a great match. It's a great.
Yeah. All right. But anyway, so that's going to have to do it for this week, folks. And of course, tune back in next week where I will continue the wrestling reviews. Once again, I'm not going to be able to cover anything from TNA Wrestling because they haven't aired their Thursday shows yet.
Ow, Vicente, what the fuck? You want real pain? Listen to Wardlow cut a promo for an hour.
Oof.
No!
Ooh.
Ooh. Why would you do that?
No, thank you. All right. That's going to do it for me, folks. And of course, just to remind you all, because we have to put it in there, this episode of Wrestle Rewind is, of course, brought to you in part by our partner, Glitch Energy.
Be sure to go to glitchenergy.com and use promo code FLOCKFUEL for 20% off your purchase. Glitch Energy provides all sorts of different products, not just their smart energy products that are specifically designed for gamers as enjoyment with 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 crash, but they also have nutritional supplements and hydration formulas available on their website. Again, go to glitchenergy.com and use their promo code FLOCKFUEL for 20% off your purchase.
Thank you very much for that, Juancho. Now, Juan, go ahead and plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabola! As he reviews for you the best and the worst of 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, and Total Nonstop Action's TNA Impact. Just step into the ring every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, live, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an Interflocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Clouds, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Arouse, I'm Jose Casabona. And once again, folks, happy New Year.